Okay, the first part of the question tells us to differentiate this. If you don't write d dx, you can let y be equal to this particular expression, then apply your dy dx. It's the same thing. Okay, so I'll do my differentiation. Differentiate the first, keep the second. Differentiate cosine x. What do we get? Okay, negative sine x. Keep the first. Okay, let us simplify. Okay, previously, when we do our differentiation, after this step, normally what you all do? What do you all do after this step usually? What do you all do? Factorize. Okay, but in this kind of question, do not factorize. Why do I say that? I want to use this result, individual terms, to compare over here. The second part of the question asks you to integrate this. Hence, integrate this. So let us take a look at this question first. On first glance, do you think you can immediately integrate? Not possible. There is no product rule for integration. Now, because of the word hence, what is the next step you will write over here? What's the next step?
Equals to 3.
Okay, equal to the differentiated result over here. Am I right? I want to use the differentiated result, so I'm going to put that in with the upper limit and lower limit intact. Okay, I want you to have a good habit because there are a lot of terms we are dealing with here. I will always put a bracket over here. Why? I want to remind myself because there is more than one term. Whenever there's more than one term, I tell myself, this bracket I cannot change. Because so long I have this bracket, when I want to do my integration, straight away I get this answer. I cannot change. Now, let us compare. What are some of the things that you need to compare? Okay, look at the sine x. 2x sine x. This is a negative 3x sine x. This is the term that you're going to compare. Am I right? Any difference? This is a 2. Am I right? What is the coefficient over here? Negative 3. Not just 3. It's negative 3. So is it of the form you want? I can't change the question, but I can do something over here. Let's take a look at this negative 3 first. Do you want negative 3? If I do not want negative 3, what do? I divide by negative 3. Thank you. But what do I want? I want 2. What do I do? Multiply by 2. Thank you. Any number that you don't want, if you realize from the previous one, you divide. Alright? So I do not want negative 3, I divide by negative 3 over here. But I want a 2, so I make sure I have a 2 over here. But it's still not good enough. Why? I have only settled this term. Am I right? Do you realize there is an extra term over here? There's an extra term, very obstructing, right? What's the extra term? 3 cosine x. If this is an extra term not found here, but I need to use this result. What can we do to this 3 cosine x? If you don't want it, what do? Not divide, because this is not a number, this is an unknown term by itself. Not factorize, not split. If I want to get rid of this, what do? Don't take out. This thing I cannot take out. Remember I said it must be kept inside the bracket. But yet it must be the same as the previous one. How do I eliminate this term? Minus, thank you. Subtract off any unnecessary term. Alright? Subtract off any unnecessary term. But just now we were dealing with the coefficient to deal with the numbers in front. But if you have extra term which you do not want, subtract off. Okay, then we are ready. We have to integrate this whole thing together. Do I need to be worried with the number there? No need. Continue to write the number. Make a very good guess. If I integrate the bracket term in red, what will be the result, Wang Yan? I integrate this bracket term in red. What is the answer? I want to integrate this whole thing in red, which was the known result from the first part. What do I get? Just clear. Okay, this answer here, when you integrate, you get back the original answer over here. So no need to think too much. The one in red, integrate to get this answer. But this one, not so far. You don't have, but do we know how to integrate minus 3 cosine x? We know, right? How to integrate? So you write the minus 3, integrate cosine x, we get? What do we get? Sine x. And we are done. The next thing is the most difficult thing, the pressing of the calculator. Check again. This is trigo terms, am I right? The mode of the calculator must be changed to radian mode. So please be very careful. Change the mode of the calculator to radian mode. Okay? Be cautious. I'll write all this down so that I won't press the wrong value. Notice, I continue to write minus 2/3 outside. I substitute the upper limit inside, put it inside the first bracket, minus off, subtract the lower limit, substitute inside, and plug it in. Okay? Be cautious. Please do the first part first, press the value, do the second part, press the value, then one more shot, do it together. Okay?